And we back, and we back, and we back, and we back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sauna IE. I'm your host, XO. Welcome to Sauna IE. Sauna IE is a platform for mental health, helping you guys know on a daily when it comes to mental health with the different tips, researches that are found, statistics, and certain things like that. If this is your first time listening, I just want to thank you for coming and listening to the show and really taking the time out your day to tune in. With this episode right here, we're going to be discussing different life lessons like health over wealth. And I'm going to break that down in the first segment that we got coming up. But first, let me hit y'all with some quotes of the day. My first quote is, "You have to love and accept yourself, especially when you're insecure." We all have insecurities, and we let our insecurities play a major role in our beauty, our handsomeness, our well-being, because we always let the insecurities get to us. We all have them. Everybody has insecurities. Some don't display them as much as others, but you can't let your insecurities dictate your life and dictate what you do when it comes to looking for love, finding love, or being in a relationship, or even just being around people, building friendships and things like that. You have to check your insecurities at the door and really be more self-aware of yourself, and knowing that even though I'm insecure about this, I am flawless in this area, if that makes sense. So you have to really love yourself and accept yourself, all of you, especially when it comes to insecurities. And my second quote is, "It's enough to just start. You have to keep going too." It's not enough to just start. You have to keep going too. Because starting is easy once you get over that hurdle of all the excuses. But starting, you can start, but you have to just keep going and really taking everything one day at a time, day by day, getting 1% better every day, and not focusing on, damn, I messed up yesterday or I missed yesterday. Every day, just focus on staying consistent in somehow, some facet and form when it comes to life. Because it's not enough to just start. You have to keep going too. I'm gonna give y'all a brief break and we're gonna hop into the show. Thank y'all for tuning in to Sauna IE. So the first segment we're gonna talk about is life lessons. And the biggest life lesson that I've been seeing reoccurring is always gonna be reoccurring, in that we don't really tune into or take control of is our health. Number one is health over wealth. Really taking into some consideration of how you've been feeling lately. As humans, you already know we like to chase the bag, we like to get to the money, like to get to the next dollar. We always put that money first, without making sure we're good and healthy in all aspects of life, whether it's your physical health, spiritual health, mental health, financial health, and really checking yourself and make sure you're healthy in all aspects. Because at the end of the day, it's health over wealth. You got to think of it like this. Let's say you're on your deathbed. What would you have? What would you want more at that time? More health or more wealth? And number two would be invest in your education. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? Like, even if you don't know yet, write it down, dream out your life. Like, well, this is where I want to be in 5 years. The next 5 years right now, I want to be in a big house paid off. I want to live by the beach. I want to travel whenever I want to. I can take vacations every other day. What do you want to be in 5 years? And in those 5 years, as your future self, what skills will you have acquired over this time? From now to then, the next 5 years, what skills would you have acquired? Write them down, whatever you want to do. Like, oh, I want to be a creative designer. Oh, I want to be a web designer. Oh, I want to be a mechanic. Whatever skills you want to have, invest in your education. Start investing in those skills and looking for like different trade schools, or even going and taking different classes, or looking on different videos, or however it is, whatever you want to do, invest in your education. Investing in our education is the key to the future. And we all know that. Where we are right now is how we got here 5 years ago. So in the next 5 years, what do you want to accomplish? It starts with investing in your education. I'm in the process of doing that. There's some skills that I want to acquire. I'm like, okay, because this came up. I'm like, damn, what do I want to acquire in the next 5 years? And wrote those skills down. Like, okay, let me start doing my research, hit up Google, and really checking how can you learn the skills that you want to learn. Number 3, have an emergency fund. We all know life happens, shit happens, but having that emergency fund has helped me countless times. Like, I'm grateful for it. Emergency funds help us when those unexpected events happen. Blown tire, car start messing up, the bank take all your money, or however it is on some mishap. Having that emergency fund there for you as a safety cushion to where you're like, okay, I got this, even though you know it's there, but you don't like use it until an emergency. And if you're thinking like, I don't have an emergency fund, well, the first thing I would say, like, calculate your monthly expenses over the past 3 months. Calculate those expenses, add them up from the wants and the needs and all that, and divide them down, and then start to learn how to create a budget if you don't budget already. Creating a budget with all your income, expenses, investments, emergency funds, savings, having that all on one budget sheet. And then you see, like, all right, where can I save? What can I cut off and save at so I can start putting money into my emergency fund? You can even start by doing $5 a day. And I'm gonna give y'all a little app that will work perfect for that. But let's get on to number 4. Number 4, build multiple streams of income. As we all know, with inflation, how inflation is going these days, having one stream of income isn't the solution to nothing. It's like you're basically living paycheck to paycheck, especially how gas is going up, the food's going up, everything's going up. And having multiple streams of income in this time is a necessity. You can't just have one and expect to survive out here. Building multiple streams, even if you have one right now, you're like, oh, I got this one, it's very lucrative, but what if that one gets cut off? Hypothetically, then what? Having those other streams of income, whether it's something, a side hustle or a business that you created or something like that, to where you're being creative on that aspect, and as well as building different streams of income. Once you build that one will be a stream to 3 to 4 more. So it's all about building multiple streams of income instead of having that 9 to 5. We all got the 9 to 5, you get the raise, but with inflation's been going higher than these raises. So one thing I've learned is have multiple streams of income and building that up, because at the end of the day, I know we all want financial freedom, to where we do not even financial freedom, but as well as time freedom. Having the time to do what you want, when you want, where you want, with who you want. You don't have to answer to nobody. You ain't got to clock in a job. Ain't got to go back to work, where you can just hop on your private jet and go. And having multiple streams of income is the gateway. But ask yourself one thing: what's a passion I can turn into profit? Bam. Number 5, practice delayed gratification. Our brains love instant gratification. It's that dopamine addiction that we have. That's why we constantly on Instagram scrolling, liking. We see that instant gratification everywhere on there, on TikTok and things like that. People like, oh, I got it overnight and all this stuff. Like, we see all that stuff that we want that instant gratification, and our brains tend to fixate on that instant gratification. But everything, you gotta have patience. How to practice delayed gratification. Practice delayed gratification, because that's when it comes down to anything, any aspect of your life. You're gonna have to practice delayed gratification. You can't always want that instant gratification when it comes to certain things. Goes back to school. I use school as a heavy reference, but you start in first grade, you don't automatically start in 12th grade. It's like you're delaying that gratification to where you graduate and you're like, okay, you made it for that because you delayed the gratification instead of that instant gratification. But I'm gonna give y'all a brief break, and then we're gonna hop into the second half of this segment. Thank y'all for tuning in to Sana I. Number 6, Be your biggest cheerleader. Cheer yourself more than you criticize yourself. We all do it. I'm pretty sure we all tear ourselves down on a daily basis instead of building ourselves up. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. We're all on a mission. We're all on a different mission, but we're all on this mission alone, if that makes sense. To where you really have to be your biggest cheerleader instead of being your biggest criticizer. You can't keep criticizing yourself and expecting good things to happen, positive things to happen, expecting a good life. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. We judge ourselves. We never give ourselves that full credit that we need, that we should do when we do accomplish good things. We all been there, but it's time to be your biggest supporter at the end of the day. You have to support yourself instead of putting yourself down. Even if you fail, even if you fuck up, even if you do something like that, don't put yourself down. Build yourself up. Number 7, don't compare yourself with others. Don't compare yourself to others. Comparison is a thief of joy. I was really a victim of this due to social media, even though that's not to blame, but always looking at what other people are doing and comparing my life to them. Like, this is like 5 years ago. But that didn't bring me no type of joy. I'm like, why am I constantly looking at other people? It's like we do it on a daily basis. We always like to keep up with the Joneses. But comparing yourself is taking your joy away. It's your life. You live a good life too. You can't always want what other people have. Some people are on their chapter 20, and you probably on your chapter 5. Blessings come in seasons. So right now you may be in your sowing season, but your reaping season is coming. But don't compare yourself to other people. Comparison is a thief of joy. And number 8, go at your own pace. Go at your own pace. Life is your own race. Some days you'll be moving fast. Some days you'll be moving slow. Some days you'll be in the pit stop. But you have to just keep running your race at your own pace. It's not going to happen overnight. Anything that you're doing is not going to happen instantly. Just take your time, focus, strategize, and really go at your own pace. Not with the pace of society. Number 9, I think this is a big one. It's okay not to be okay. Let me tell you again. It's okay not to be okay. You may be having a bad day today. Everything's not going right. You may have had a bad week. It's okay. Soak that in. But know your current situation isn't your final destination. We tend to hide behind smiles, laughs when we aren't feeling ourselves. But it's okay not to be okay. We'll all have bad days, down days, sad days, those days where nothing's going right for us. Maybe the weeks and the months. But those are the days we really need to embrace, because we know it's not going to last forever. So enjoy those sad days, those bad days, those down days, the days where you just want to be at home and not talk to nobody in the world. Or them days where you just want to really keep to yourself, or those days where you just ain't feeling it. It's okay to do that. Embrace that. We need that. That makes you be human. Everybody doesn't always have good days. But it's okay not to be okay. Number 10, fail early to succeed later. Fail early to succeed later. I used to be afraid of failing. I think we all hate to fail. Nobody likes to fail at the end of the day. But overall, failure leads to lessons, and those lessons lead to success. I've had to learn that failing is like the stepping stone towards success. Embracing failure and failing early is how you become successful at anything. If you've been afraid to take that risk or been afraid to fail, embrace that failure. It's okay, because that failure is going to teach you something that you needed to learn. Number 11, work consistently, not hard. I bet y'all like, what? Work consistently, not hard. We all like working hard. Well, we all always want to overwork ourselves when it comes to a career, a goal, even school. Pulling them late nights, early mornings. But we have to learn Am I overworking myself, or am I working consistently? Because consistent work is better than hard work. Because hard work, you'll be working hard, burn yourself out, and take a few days off instead of working consistently, preserving your energy, doing the right things. So work consistently and not hard. The next one would be know when to leave. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Know when to leave. This goes with relationships, jobs, friendships, the town or city you grew up in. We love to stay longer than we should, but everything has an expiration date. And we have to know when to leave. You gotta know, am I expending too much energy in this area, or with this person, or at this job? You gotta access and analyze your life and see if it's time to leave. Ask yourself, when is it time to leave? Or what's my exit plan? With anything. Number 13, choose your battles wisely. Not every action needs a response from you. Sometimes you have to lose the battle to win the war. Always think long term instead of the short term victories, the short term argument victories. Choose your battles wisely. 14, prioritize you over others. You should always come first. I put myself first now. I mean, I know how it is when you're like a people pleaser, or you always just want to make sure other people are good, that you put their needs in front of your needs. But it's time for you to prioritize yourself first. You should always come number one in your life. I know maybe you might be a parent or taking care of a family member, but you'll still need that time where you have to prioritize yourself. We have to take care of yourself too. Having them self-care days on a weekly are needed. Include them in your schedule if you don't have them. But always prioritize yourself first. And the next one, dang. Relationships take work. They do. When you're in the honeymoon phase of the relationship, or when that passes, that's when the real work comes. You start seeing each other for who you truly are. Some people bail out. Some people put in the work to build that relationship up, or sustain that relationship and bring it to another level. It really comes down to if the relationship is really worth it. But when you fight for the one you love, it'll always be worth it in the end. I've had myself, I want to say 2 meaningful relationships. They fell apart. And the time, I fought to get both of them back, but it didn't feel the same way. I've learned and healed from that whole situation, those situations. But I'm honestly grateful that they didn't fight, because I knew they was meant for me and for my love. Number 16 would be treasure your loved ones. Treasure your loved ones. Every day I think about my cousin that passed away, but treasure your loved ones. Family is everything. We really take them for granted. Daily, I constantly miss all my family members that transition. I wish I had more time with them. I wish I can go back in time to be with them and really just share that time. But that's how life is. And the ones you have here now, the ones that surround you, even if you feel like you having beef with one of your family members or loved ones, I'm pretty sure it's probably time to put the beef aside and really love your people, love the people around you, love your loved ones, and bring them in close. You got to treasure your loved ones at the end of the day. I know some people have some messed up relationships, some dysfunctional relationships, probably had a lot of shit happen to where your loved one really didn't earn your love or doesn't have your love anymore or something like that. But at the end of the day, you might have to be the bigger person just to reach out. And number 17, time is limited. I think this carry on from the number 16. Time is limited. Use it well. We hear it all the time though. You have enough time. You have enough time to do this. You have enough time to do that. But it's different from having enough time and really utilizing the time that you have. I know we have a 9 to 5, or business owners are in school, but have you been utilizing your time wisely? Or have you been distracted, making those excuses up? I know how it is. Procrastinating is like a big thing. And sometimes you really got to ask yourself, how are you truly using your time? And when you ask yourself, you really got to be honest. Like, am I using my time in the right way? What I recommend, if you don't do it already, is create that daily schedule for yourself. Create that structure for yourself on a daily. You know how your days go. You know how your Monday through Sunday goes. So why not create that daily schedule so you know, either having in your iPhone, your Android, write a list or something like that, and really having that list down until you have that daily schedule. And you having that schedule, having that structure, puts you in the right perspective. Number 18, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. We have to start getting comfortable being uncomfortable. That's if you want to level up. You have to do the things that you aren't comfortable doing. And maybe getting up at 5 a.m. for a workout, or doing 2 workouts a day, or researching instead of Netflixing. Really eliminating the distractions and really being more uncomfortable with life. Maybe you're afraid of public speaking. You'll have to probably go to a poetry night, or go speak in front of kids, or go speak in front of your family or something like that. Whatever you're uncomfortable doing, get comfortable doing that. That'll grow you, and it shows who you're truly meant to be. Because we can't get complacent and comfortable in life. Because once you get comfortable, you look back like, damn, I should have did that. Oh, I want to do that. And it's looking back on the things that you wanted to do that you didn't do. So this is the time you take that leap, get out that comfort zone, take that leap of faith, walk in faith, not in fear, and be uncomfortable for the next, how many months we got left? Like 5 months, 4 months, whatever it is, 4 months left in this year. If you've been in your comfort zone for this first 7 to 8 months, it's time to get out your comfort zone. Time to get comfortable being uncomfortable, and seeing who you truly are meant to be. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this show, man. I really learned as I'm saying off to y'all, reading these notes and learning that these life lessons really apply to all of us. I'm pretty sure we all been through each one, whether it's getting out your comfort zone, utilizing your time, knowing that health is over wealth, that health is wealth, working consistently, not hard, and things like that, and knowing that it's okay not to be okay. And these life lessons apply to all of us. I hope this helped you out. Share this with a friend, family member, a co-worker. Share it with your pet. Share it with who you think it might help. But with that being said, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Trust yourself in all situations. You know yourself better than anyone else. Have a good weekend.